You thought you weren't good at math, but that was a lie. You thought you weren't as smart as everybody else because you wasn't good with the triangle or the circle, but that was a lie. You thought you just didn't understand, but what you really didn't understand was they were trying to get around something, and that's God. The enemy is always trying to get around God, trying to hide God and His creation, the way He created it. See, they don't want to teach us His ways. They want to teach us man's ways, man's wisdom, man's certainty. But He has sent me to enlighten you for His glory. See, I asked God to give me understanding on the triangle. He told me I had to have understanding of this ball. See, the ball is made up of many circles, and the triangle is the diameters of those many circles. You can use any circle of the ball to solve the triangle as long as it's 1 inch tall at that degree. When you use the 1 inch diameter circle to solve the triangle, you are finding the triangle in the full circle, and notice that the triangles are at their specific degrees. The 30, 60, 90 triangle is special because it contains the radius and the diameter. They teach you the 1 inch radius circle and teach you half of it to cover up that the 30-degree portion of the circle is 1 inch tall. Pi is the circumference of the ball whenever it's 1 inch tall at that position. So pi is the circumference of the ball at this position. Now when they teach the 1 inch radius circle, the 30-degree portion of the circle is 1 inch tall, and pi is the circumference of the ball at this position. And if we stretched it out over the biggest circle, it would reach to 180 degrees. That's why they can say pi is equal to 180 degrees. It's for the 1 inch radius circle. Whenever we look at the circle where pi is the circumference at 60 degrees, it links the radius and the diameter together. You further examine this circle and you'll see that the 1 inch diameter circle is the equilateral triangle that's inside of this circle, and that the equilateral triangle height reciprocates the diameter. You multiply them together and you'll get 1, which is the equilateral triangle length's square. So all the squares of the triangle and circle originate from this original 3.6 inch circumference circle by using the balance number, diameter multiplied by the equilateral triangle length. Let's solve a problem. So let's take the square of the 45-degree height in the 3.6 inch circumference circle. That's 0.6 repeating when you square this height. Our equilateral triangle height is 75% of the diameter. That's 9. 12 times 9 is 108. So our problem is the square root of 0.6 repeating times 108. You'll see we get this answer. Subscribe.